Hello dear children, I hope you all are fine. This is Samreen here, and today I'm gonna give you the explanation of lesson number 6 in your English second. Okay, so let's open lesson number 6, the mice and the elephants, on page number 73. So this is the chapter. Basically, this chapter is about elephants and mice. Okay, so first you see the picture. Here you can see an elephant says that a cat is small, a mouse says that a cat is big. Who is right? List 5 things that a mouse finds small. List 5 things that an elephant finds big. Okay, so how you are going to write this one? Basically this you have to do by your own. The things which are small according to the elephant. Okay, write 5 things, and 5 things which are big according to the mouse. Okay, in your fair notebook. Now let's start the chapter. Long ago, near a lake in a thick forest, there lived lots of mice. In a thick forest, there lived lots of mice. Okay, near a river on the other side of the forest, there lived a herd of elephants. Herd of elephants means group of elephants. Okay, they lived on the other side of the forest. One hot summer, the river ran dry. Then the elephant queen asked the herd to search for water. When they were not getting water in their side, so they were asked from the elephant queen asked the herd to search for water. After a few days, one of the elephants came back and said there was a lake on the other side of the forest. He has searched already, and he is informing that one lake is there on the other side of the forest. So the thirsty herd thundered across the forest. So the thirsty herd started moving quickly towards the forest, or towards the lake across the forest. Then as the elephant entered the mouse colony, because there mouse lived, okay, on the other side, the mouse had to go scurrying in all direction, means they were running very quickly in all the directions. Because they are very small, they had to save themselves from the enormous feet of the elephants, because elephants were not knowing that they are destroying mice and their houses. The houses of the mice were destroyed and their stores of food were squashed. Everything was destroyed by the elephants, and because of their big, or we can say enormous, feet. So the mouse king went to talk to the elephant queen. You can see in the picture also here, he is talking. Okay, here you can see he is talking, and he is saying, he screwed up her trunk and said, please walk carefully across our colony. In turn, if you ever need our help, we will be there. So there was a conversation. He said, please walk carefully, because you are destroying our homes and storehouses, and if you are doing so, if you are going to be very careful, then we will be also helping you in future. So from that day onwards, the elephant lifted their huge legs carefully, taking care not to frighten or hurt their tiny friends. Now they were very careful, and they were not destroying or harming their tiny friends. Before they entered the mouse colony, they lifted their trunks and trumpeted a warning. Before entering, they used to give some warning. We are coming, means elephants. One day, elephant trappers came to the forest. Elephant trappers, those who trap elephants. Many of the elephants were caught in a great rope traps. Rope traps you can see here in the picture also, and here also you can see rope traps. Okay, so they were caught, many of the elephants. The elephant queen tugged at the ropes, but she could not break them. She was also captured. Then she remembered the promise that the mouse king had made, and she sent for her little friend. So she was like, she was remembering the tiny friend of the elephants. They promised that they will help. So the mouse king called all the mice together. No one had forgotten how their huge friends have been so careful in walking over their colony. The mice formed little groups. The groups groaned. Now all the mice came to save their friends, and they started groaning. Okay, groaning means keep biting. They started biting the ropes of traps with their tiny sharp teeth. By morning, all the elephants were freed. Seeing that they could not catch the elephants, the trappers left the forest. All the elephants were freed. They were free. They, their elephant means their friends saved them, and all the trappers, they left the forest. The elephant queen lifted the little mouse king on her back. Okay, on her back she lifted the little mouse king, and what she said, and walked through the forest, or started walking through the forest. So this is how they helped each other. Okay, so this story is about helping each other in their need, or taking care of others or their friends. So students, now we will do question answers. So first we will start reference to context. Okay, reference to context, which is there on page number 75. The elephant queen asked the herd to search for water. So question number 1 is, which season was it? It was hot summer. Why did the herd need to search for water? Yes, the herd needed to search for water because the river had run dry. Where was water found? Water was found in a lake on the other side of the river. Then next reference to context. Then she remembered the promise that the mouse king had made, and she sent for her little friend. So, who remembered the promise? The queen elephant remembered the promise. Then what was the promise? Yes, the promise was to help the elephants whenever needed. Next one, who was the little friend? The little friend was the mouse king. These are your reference to context. Okay, now come to the next. Read, reflect and write. Read, reflect and write. Page number 75. How did the elephant disturb the mice at first? Yes, how did the elephant disturb the mice first? By running across their colony and destroying their homes. Then next, why did the elephants warn the mice before crossing the colony? Because the mice king requested them to be careful while crossing the colony. Question number 7, how did the mice save the elephants? The mice saved the elephants by grounding the ropes with which the elephants were tied up. Next, what does this story teach us? This story teaches us that we should always help others. Okay, students, so these are your question answers. Kindly complete your question answers as well as word meanings in your fair notebook. Okay, in live classes also, ma'am has shared all the book work as well as question answers. Okay, so you can write from there also in the chat box, and means from the chat box you can write down, and from this video also you can write down. Okay, book work I'll be sharing with you. I'll be giving you the next video. Okay, till then everyone, take care, keep studying.